Disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that may otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Another day while Feng is relaxing, Xia spots him and approaches, thinking he's asleep as usual. She stares at him foolishly, but suddenly he opens his eyes, startling her so much that she loses her balance. Before she can fall, Feng catches her, creating a romantic moment that makes her feel very embarrassed. She quickly apologizes and returns to her office, where she daydreams, realizing she's starting to have feelings for him. Later, she receives a call from him. He tells her he found her wallet and asks her to meet him to retrieve it. Of course, this is just an excuse to learn something about Feng and discover any of his weaknesses. She goes to meet him, and he compliments her, calling her beautiful, trying to get closer to her. She thanks him and talks about Feng, saying he's a really good person, which annoys him. However, he tries not to show it. Xia leaves and soon after gets a call from Feng asking where she is and telling her to meet him at a nearby mall. When she arrives, he takes her to a store and asks her to choose a wallet for a girl who is picky and doesn't understand much. She takes her time selecting one before finally deciding on a wallet, telling him it's a good choice. Feng then says, "Take it. It's a gift from me to you." She gets upset and asks, "So you think I'm the one who doesn't understand?" She starts choosing a wallet again and asks the salesperson to bring her a very expensive one. She then goes home feeling distracted and upset. Later, she tells Xia about what happened. Xia tries to comfort her, saying, "It's okay, don't take it to heart. It was just the first time." The next day, when Xia sees Feng, she asks him if he has a girlfriend and what kind of girls he likes. He replies, "Beautiful and attractive girls, and you definitely could never be one of them." Xia is shocked and falls silent. He moves closer, grabs her, and asks, "Are you falling for me or something?" She's even more shocked and steps back quickly, denying it before walking away. The next day at the company, Feng tells Xia that they'll be joining him later. She agrees, and they head out together. Just before they get into the car, Xia gets a call saying that her ex-boyfriend was in an accident and is in the hospital. She wants to go see him but lies to Feng, telling him that her friend Xia was the one who had the accident and asks him to go to the meeting alone. She hands him a flash drive with the project designs and leaves. Feng goes to the meeting but finds the flash drive empty with no designs on it. As a result, the head of Chung Company rejects the proposal, saying they aren't serious about the project. He adds that if they were, they would have double-checked the flash drive. Feng is very upset and begins to suspect that Xia was lying. When he returns to the company, he calls Xia and asks where she is. She tells him she's at home, confirming Feng's suspicion that Xia lied to him. When Xia returns to the office, Feng angrily confronts her, calling her a liar and blaming her for losing an important client. He fires her from the company. Xia is deeply hurt, packs her things, and leaves while crying. Xia meets her outside and tries to comfort her. Later, Feng visits his father in the hospital, trying to help him remember who he is, but it's no use. Feng is disheartened and decides to meet with Xia. They meet in a place they used to visit before their falling out. Xia angrily asks why his father went mad and forgot him, why his mother died, and blames Feng for everything. He grabs him and punches him, but Feng doesn't react. She apologizes, but Feng doesn't respond and leaves him, walking away. One day, Feng starts daydreaming, remembering Xia drawing on his coffee cup. He misses her, but is also upset that he's thinking about her this way. He throws away the drink he was holding. Days pass, and one day, Feng enters the office where the new employee who replaced Xia is talking to her. Xia gives her advice on how to deal with Feng to avoid making him angry. Feng realizes that she's still trying to care for him even after being fired. Xia notices Feng and runs after him to apologize. She admits that it was her fault, not Xia's, that the flash drive with the project designs was lost. She explains that on the day they were going to the meeting, the flash drive with the designs fell, and when she picked it up, she accidentally swapped it with an empty one, so Xia wasn't to blame. Feng finally believes her and lets the matter go. Xia goes to the Chung Company to apologize to the director and convinces him to reconsider working with Feng's company. She tells him how hard Feng worked on the designs and admits that the mistake was hers. However, the director refuses and pushes her away, but before she falls, Feng appears and catches her. He confronts the company's CEO, forcing him to apologize to Xia, threatening to report him to the police for his assault on her. The CEO reluctantly apologizes, and Feng gives her some medicine and sits with her for a while, softening the atmosphere. After realizing how much she cares about his well-being, he eventually reinstates her position. The next day, Shia returns to work. The employees are happy to see her back, but Shia feels uneasy because she suspects that Feng might be developing feelings for Shia, making her increasingly jealous. She confronts Feng, asking him to fire Shia so she can feel at ease, justifying it by blaming Shia for losing the Chung Company deal. However, Feng refuses, explaining that Shia isn't to blame. When he tells her the truth, she becomes even more upset. At the end of the day, Feng feels unwell and Shia finds out, so she helps him get home. She cooks for him and his sister, and they're both impressed by her cooking. His sister grows very fond of her. Afterwards, Feng takes her out, and they spend some time together with Feng trying to lighten the mood. Shia feels like he might be starting to like her. When she gets home, she keeps thinking about him and looks at the lamp he gave her as a gift, feeling very happy. The next day at the office, rumors start spreading that Shia and Feng are in a relationship after people saw her helping him the previous day. However, they misunderstood the situation. Shia finds out about the rumors and becomes anxious, deciding to keep some distance from Feng to make the rumors disappear. She goes inside and Feng asks her to accompany him to a meeting, but she refuses, pretending to be sick. Feng tells her to take care of herself and go home. After the meeting, Feng visits her at home with some medicine to check on her. Surprised, she admits the truth, telling him she isn't sick but lied because of the rumors spreading at the company about them being in a relationship. She did it to create some distance between them and make the rumors stop. Feng gets very upset and quickly leaves. Another day at the office, Shia receives a call from Lee, who tries to arrange a meeting with her. He reminds her that she promised to treat him to dinner last time. She reluctantly agrees and invites him to dinner that night. At the end of the day, Feng drives her there, and when she gets out, Feng becomes suspicious about why she's at that particular restaurant. She enters and meets Lee. When she sees how expensive the food is, she feels nervous and embarrassed. Lee notices this and offers to pay for dinner this time, asking her to repay him another time. After dinner, they go for a walk, and Lee tries to lighten the mood. He tells her that he likes her and wants to date her, which takes her by surprise, leaving her unsure of how to respond. Just then, Feng appears and approaches them. He tells Lee, "If you want to get back at me, that's fine, but don't involve the people I care about in our issues." He then walks away. Shia realizes that Lee wanted to date her just to get revenge on Feng. She runs after Feng and apologizes, and Feng understands her situation. They have dinner together, and he talks to her, sharing that he and Lee used to be very close friends when they were young. However, their friendship was destroyed because of a lie Lee told. Later, they meet Detective Yang, who had helped them before. They discuss a case of girls who went missing 13 years ago. The detective tells them he hasn't found much except that the officers responsible for the case were transferred to completely different locations. After that, Lee and his assistant take a walk in the forest. Lee starts reminiscing about a time when he saw a lost girl in the forest searching for her family, and he helped her. Back then, he also remembers when he returned from abroad and saw his parents devastated. He tried to help them, but it was no use. In his frustration, he told them that he was back and would get justice for them. Lee becomes very angry and goes to Feng, threatening to take his company and Shia away from him because he knows those are the two things Feng cares about the most. He then leaves and goes to Shia, trying to smooth things over with her and asking her to go out with him the next day. She tries to refuse, but he insists, saying they should go to the cinema together. In the end, Shia lightens the mood with Feng and says, "Come on, I'm treating you to dinner." She takes him to a simple place for dinner and shares stories about her life. She tells him that her parents died when she was young, and she was raised by her aunt who didn't treat her well and always favored her own daughter. The next day, when she arrives at the company, she is surprised when Lee insists on taking her out. He takes her to a cinema, and after the movie, she confronts him, saying she knows there are issues between him and Feng, and that he's trying to get close to her to get back at Feng. She tells him she doesn't want to be a part of their conflict and leaves. Later, Shia calls Feng to meet up, but when he answers, she can tell from his voice that he's not feeling well. Concerned, she rushes to his house with some medicine and spends the day taking care of him. As the day ends and it gets late, she tries to leave, but Feng persuades her to stay a bit longer. They play around and have a great time together. The next day, H notices that Shia didn't come to work and becomes upset because she already dislikes her. She asks Feng about it, and he tells her that he gave Shia the day off because she helped him when he was sick the previous day, making H even more jealous and frustrated. Later, Lee meets with Shia and apologizes for trying to involve her in his issues with Feng. He tells her that he won't ask her about anything related to Feng again and hopes they can be friends. She agrees and they shake hands, marking a fresh start to their friendship.